Oh, man.
Super bad.
Before I get into this review, I want to give props where props is due. Master P is probably one of the most brilliant businessmen that I know of. The true definition of entrepreneur. To take something and build it from the ground up and build an empire. May not have made the best music in the world, but to my understanding had the best deal of any artist or label ever. You know, the guy, he's a true businessman. I will not take that away from him. There are just some things that maybe is not your lane that you should stay clear from. And I think movies is one of them. I got the hookup too. I didn't see the first one. I was working at Blockbuster when that first I Got the Hookup came out, and it just looked like another hood movie cash grab that was popular at the time, because from the early 90s to the late 90s, the hood genre was a thing. It was a popular subgenre, so a lot of filmmakers were cashing in on the whole hood movie thing. And I Got the Hookup 2 was another one of those. I did see I'm About It. I'm talking about Master P's track record as far as films. I did see I'm About It. Awful. I saw The Last Don and the movie that Snoop did when he was with No Limit. I think it's called The Game Is to Be Sold, Not to Be Told. Master P has never been a guy that made good films. So I Got the Hookup too. When I first heard about that, I said, not interested. Master P is such a great salesman. If I had Master P's marketing skills, selling skills, I probably would be at over 5,000 subscribers right now within a day. I'm not that good yet. Master P sold the shit out of this movie. I Got the Hookup too. Sold it so good to where I was about to spend money to go see this. If you watch his interviews on The Breakfast Club and Sway and wherever he went, he sold this movie. Alright, this is more than a movie. This is a movement. As black people, we don't own anything. We don't own our own stuff. When it comes to films, when it comes to movie studios, Tyler Perry owns his studio, but Tyler Perry has to go through Lionsgate. Master P said, I'm going to put up my own money. I'm going to make my own film under my own umbrella, and I'm going to put it out into the theaters without no help from these other studios. I respected the shit out of that. I said, okay, I am down for this. I'm with this. I support this 100%. We need more black-owned businesses, black-owned whatever, man. I'm down for it. At the same time, I love movies. I love to pay my money and to see something that entertains me, educates me, whatever it may be. I want to walk away from a movie feeling something, whether I'm laughing with it, whether I'm scared, whether it inspires me or just gives me an adrenaline rush. I want to walk away with something from the experience of watching a film. I respect what Master P is trying to do, and I support it. I have to critique this as a film. As I critique this as a film, this film is horrible. Oh God, look, I know I'm a small YouTuber and the odds of Master P even watching this are slim to none, or any of his people watching this video is slim to none. I hope not, because I don't want no issues with nobody. This movie is horrible. From the moment it came on, I'm like, are they being serious right now? This was marketed as the funniest movie of the year. Master P went everywhere and said, man, this is the funniest movie of the year. I Got the Hookup 2. I Got the Hookup 3 coming out soon, man. I'm telling you, man, we breaking all the records, man. We're going to change the game, man. This is more than a movie. This is a movement. I Got the Hookup 2. Funniest movie this year. I didn't laugh not one time. Not only did I not laugh, but I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed for everybody that was involved in making this movie. It seemed like whoever did this did not even try to make a good film. It was just silliness and goofiness and buffoonery for an hour and a half. The movie is an hour and 47 minutes long. The movie ended in an hour and a half. There was like 10 minutes of end credits. Do you want to know why there was 10 minutes of end credits? Because there were 126 speaking roles. The Guinness Book of World Records, look it up. 126 speaking roles in this movie. So there was 126 different characters in this movie. Yes, every scene, it was a different character with a whole different scenario. This movie had no kind of cohesiveness, no kind of coherent story. I don't even know what the story of this was. Something that had to do with gentrification or Master P and AJ Johnson's shop is running out of business. They have to try to find money to do. I don't even know. Because every time they would go, it was one scene to another scene to another scene with different characters. It's like, it was just one segment, okay, we're in a barbershop, let's make something funny out of this. It was like skits throughout the whole movie. This is supposed to be a movie, not an hour and a half full of skits. It lost me. And they had everybody from the Friday movies to Def Comedy Jam. This was like a knockoff Friday movie, but on a much smaller scale, and the buffoonery level was fucking sky high. DC Young Fly, who I guess I'm older, I'm not a fan of that kind of comedy. DC Young Fly is in this movie, and I swear he was acting like Stepin' and Fetch. Step and Fetch, man. He was acting like him. Just total buffoonery, eyes always big and always, yeah, man, I'm just, It was embarrassing. He was trying to be Chris Tucker. He was like Chris Tucker, but on crack, with the volume turned all the way up. That was DC Young Fly in this movie. There were a couple of moments where Master P was trying to be serious, and I guess he was trying to put a message in there, but then it would cut right to some silly-ass scene with them doing buffoonish shit. This movie set black people back a few years, and it just hurts me to say this about this film, but I gotta be honest and speak as somebody who loves movies. This movie was trash. This is not even a movie where you can even watch and laugh at it. Even if I had a half thing of tequila, I still cannot enjoy this shit. This was just terrible. I'm like, where am I at? Who watched this and thought that this was a good idea? Like, I know they have dailies and they even sit down and watch a rough cut of the movie. Are you telling me that Master P and Romeo and everybody else involved in this movie sat down and watched this and said, man, this is going to change the game. This is going to put Friday to shame. Friday is a classic hood comedy, but Friday had a story. Friday had characters that you remembered, and even though it was funny, it did have a message in it also, but it didn't try to go over the top. This movie tried to go so far over the top to get a laugh where I was just embarrassed for everybody involved in it. Master P fought for this movie to be shown in theaters. I understand why no theater wanted to fuck with this movie. I'm willing to bet that they watched the movie and said, is he serious? There's no way we're showing this. And Master P even went on his Instagram, and I guess he was filming people's reaction to the movie, and, you know, afterwards, like, yeah, man, this movie was the funniest thing. Oh, my God, this was hilarious. But look, I ain't gonna lie. If Master P paid me the right amount of money, I would have lied and said the movie was good. Shit, he paid me to say that, I'm gonna say it. But I'm just speaking honestly. If I would have went to go see this, if I would have paid to see this, I would have walked away. No, actually, I would have walked out of the movie. I wouldn't even finished it. Excuse me. I wouldn't even finish this movie. I would have walked out straight up. I know they say, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. And it really, listen, I didn't have expectations to begin with this movie. I didn't have any expectations. This is a Master P made film. All right, his track record, I'm about it. The Last Don, I got the hookup one. He's not known for making great films, so I had really no expectations. But just the idea of what he's trying to do, the way he sold this film, I was for it. I wanted this film to succeed. I was rooting for this film to succeed so we could have more black-owned content. This was not a good start. I'm not even gonna try to critique this movie. I'm not gonna go into plot, or I'm not getting into none of that shit. All I'm gonna say is that I wasted an hour and 47 minutes watching a film that the filmmakers just did not care enough to make a good film. Like, they didn't care about giving us a good product. I stopped this shit actually about 15 minutes in. I stopped it and I called my cousin and I said, what the fuck am I watching? I said, this shit is horrible, man. It's horrible. 126 speaking roles. Like, I know he wants to put people to work, but when you're making a movie, maybe take those 126 speaking roles and divide that shit into 3 movies. If you want to give people work, I get that, man. Let's focus on one movie, one story. Let's focus on that first. There's no way you can have 126 characters in a movie speaking roles. And a lot of them are throwback characters that we know of. So I don't know if he was trying to go for the nostalgic route and say, okay, you know, people are going to know these characters from other movies, and maybe that will appeal to them. It didn't work. You can throw all the Friday actors in there all you want, all the Menace to Society actors, all the Instagram comedians, whatever. It does not make up for the fact that this was a trash movie. Oh my God. And I hate to say it, man. I hate to shit on any black directed, black owned film. I really do. But I have to call a spade a spade. What this man was trying to do is what Melvin Van Peebles tried to do back when he did Sweet Sweetback's Badass Song. Nobody gave that movie a chance. Nobody wanted to fuck with him. Melvin really tried to put together a film that meant something. You watch Sweetback now, yeah, it's because it's made from 1970, so the movie doesn't hold up that good. But people bought it, and people watched it and fucked with it because he really tried to really make something special. And even with the low budget, you can feel his passion throughout that project. There's no passion here. It's just a bunch of us, black people, on screen making fools of ourselves. That is it. That is it. The only one who tried to be somewhat serious was Romeo. That was it. Romeo playing a cop. He was trying to be somewhat serious. It wasn't enough. Y'all. To support this man's vision, would I recommend seeing it? I don't want to discourage nobody from not seeing this movie, man, because what this man's trying to do. So, God. In all fairness, though, this movie probably just wasn't for me. This movie probably just wasn't for me. So this movie probably does have an audience. So to support this man's vision, this man's work, check it out. You might like it. But for me, not my cup of tequila. Nah. Trash movie. I'd care to never see it again. If they make a part 3, I'm good. Give a good product, have something worth biting onto, man, and the fish are gonna bite. I heard that metaphor in Cobra Kai Season 2. Master P should work on putting together a better product to give to the people that he wants to support his vision, because that right there, that shit, like the stuff I've been watching as far as Crawl and stuff like that, that's Nike. This shit was Payless. No. I can't even give this a grade. Like, okay, if you want me to give I Got the Hook Up a grade, this shit gets an easy F, okay? And I hate saying that, but it's a fucking F. So, y'all, that's what I got for I Got the Hook Up 2. Have you guys seen it? What did you think? Comment freely below. Thank you for watching. As always, this is Rashad G signing out. See you in the next video. Make them say, na 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 na.